I'm so excited to share today's video with you. I'm going to be sharing some of my top favorite ways to save time in my business with ChatGPT. So of course, this is only a small selection of how I use ChatGPT in my business. And ever since I began using it, I find more and more ways for it to help me save time in my business and to help me get tasks done, for it to get me out of creative ruts. So again, this is only a small selection of some of my favorite ways to use it currently in my business. But I promise if you decide to dive into ChatGPT, I'm sure you will find more and more ways to use it as well. So let's dive in. One of my absolutely favorite ways of using ChatGPT is one of the simplest, and that is naming all the things. I'm sure if you've watched any of the other videos, I've mentioned this before, but seriously, I don't think you understand how much I hate naming stuff in my business. From naming courses to email subject lines to all the headlines you need, ChatGPT is here for your naming needs. A lot of times I end up combining like one or two of their suggestions for headlines or email subject lines into one, but it sure does spark my creativity and saves me so much time and mental gymnastics. You have no idea. I have such a resistance to choosing a name for anything. There's just so much stuff you have to name in your business. We're going to flip over to the screen. Let me show you the naming magic that is ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut and paste a blog post in here. I'm also going to use the same chat message that we're in for a few of the other examples I'm going to be showing you later in this video. So we're going to go ahead and just cut and paste a blog post in. You could just ask it, hey, I'm writing a blog post on topic, give me 10 headlines. You don't have to necessarily feed it your copy first, but of course, if you give it the copy, the more accurate the headline's going to be because it has some context. If I was going to ask it to name a course, I would be like, this is what the course is about, and at least give it a little blurb of what the course is about if I'm asking it for naming help there. This is a blog post, and it's about evaluating your systems for your offers, how you deliver your offers to your clients. We're going to just say, for the above blog post, please provide me 5 headlines. Streamlining your offer process, 5 strategies to enhance client experience, evaluate your offer systems, addressing common client questions and frustrations, optimizing your offer process, efficiency matters, simplifying and eliminating unnecessary steps, improving communication delivery. So you can see the 5 here. So that's pretty good, but it doesn't really have very much personality. I often need at least 3 different titles for any blog post I do, because I do one for WordPress, I do a different one for the graphic, and then I do at least one more different one for Pinterest graphics. So I want to have some that have maybe a little more personality than what it gave me. So I'm going to ask it for, make them shorter and funny. There's tons of different writing styles and tones that you can ask chat when you're using it for content. So I'm going to say, write me 3 more and make them informative. The more you provide a tone that you want it to work with, the better your output's going to be. As you can see, it gets a little more creative than when I just say, please write me 5 headlines without any additional information in there for the particular headline. Okay, the second way that I love using ChatGPT, and I feel like it saves me so much time, is using it to promote and repurpose all of my content. So if you're producing any core content in your business, ChatGPT is such a time saver. I know people are like, oh, it makes you less creative, or if you're using it for content, you're kind of diluting your value. But I think if you are creating your own core content like podcasts or videos or blog posts, it is such an amazing way to take all of that knowledge that you're putting out, whatever medium it is. ChatGPT can help you really make use of those ideas in your voice, which I think is just so amazing. And it's such a game changer, I think, for so many people who are taking the time to market their business and to put out content for their audience. For me, once I write or record plus transcribe any piece of content, I use chat to write my social media captions to promote that piece of content, to repurpose it into Instagram Reels or Pinterest idea pins for the slide copy. I use it to help me take videos to create blog posts out of there, or to take blog posts to create YouTube outlines or scripts. Those are kind of my top ways of using it, but there are so many ways that you can use ChatGPT to repurpose your content and to really get the most out of the time you're spending in your marketing and when you create those great pieces of content. I've also used it to make a few blog posts on the same topic and come up with emails for my funnels or for newsletters. You can also have it help you come up with webinar slides or other freebie materials from existing content that you already have. Really, the sky is the limit when it comes to how you can take existing content and repurpose it using ChatGPT. Let me show you how I utilize Chat to create copy for Instagram Reels from one of my blog posts. We are going to utilize the same blog post that we did for the naming example. And so I've already cut and pasted the blog post up here. What we're going to ask it for is, for the above blog post, create copy for 5 slides for an Instagram reel. Please recommend images to include for each slide. Okay, so here it gives me slide by slide, and then there is a description. So addressing common client questions is key to improving your offer process. So you can have a title and then a little blurb on your slide. And then it says, engage your audience by showcasing a slide with a magnifying glass. So I ask it to give me recommendations for images for each. You don't have to do that. Of course, you can expand on that. This is a very simple example of an Instagram reel, just asking for slides. You can ask for a script for your video. If you want to do more of a talking video, you can ask for slides that have a title and an additional copy. So it all depends on how you format your question, what you're going to get out of it. Another favorite use of Chat is its ability to be such an inbox hero. From sticky emails that you may feel stuck replying to long-winded clients who write mini novels, to helping create templates that make the most common requests answered in a breeze, ChatGPT is there to be your inbox hero. It's important to note here, though, make sure you do not put any confidential or sensitive information into ChatGPT when you're copying and pasting emails in for drafting replies or getting summaries or anything like that. So it's really important you take out names and any sensitive information in there before you cut and paste it into Chat. I'm not going to give you an example of that in the video. I actually have a whole separate video where I go through 5 different prompts of using ChatGPT in your inbox. So check out that video. I have a link below in the description. Check myself. I love asking ChatGPT if I missed any important points in blog posts or emails when I'm explaining topics or processes. I'm a big fan of the self-critique formula, which I use for feedback on all things sales, from landing pages to emails, but you can use it for all kinds of content you want to improve your writing on or improve your clarity to get a second opinion. The self-critique formula is one that's really fun to play with when you're trying to improve your copy in any area of your business. To find out more about the self-critique formula, I have included a video down below in the description so you can see that particular prompt formula in action. I love Chat for all things SEO. SEO is one of those things I know is important, but I'm resistant to taking it seriously. I know. I love being able to ask Chat for keyword suggestions, meta descriptions, and of course, I've already mentioned titles, but I like to ask for titles for a particular keyword to make that little Yoast plugin happy. You know what I'm talking about. You want that green light. My favorite way of doing this is to cut and paste a blog post or transcript and ask for the following: SEO keywords, meta descriptions, and titles. And I'm going to show you that in action. So let's flip over to the screen view. We're going to use just the same chat we've been using, which I already cut and pasted the blog post in up here that we're utilizing. For the above blog post, provide 10 SEO long tail keywords, provide an SEO meta description that is limited to 155 characters. So here it gives us our SEO meta description and then our long tail keywords. And we want to go pick one of these for it to do headlines. We're going to go with number 1. Please provide 3 SEO optimized headlines using keyword number 1 above. So number 1 was evaluating offer systems for clients. And there you have it. So this is an easy way to get some of those SEO keywords and headlines and that meta description, which I hate doing. Those are the 2 prompts for SEO: is provide the SEO keywords, provide the SEO meta description, and then provide 3 SEO optimized headlines based off what it gave us for potential keywords. And finally, I love that ChatGPT can help me get out of any kind of rut I might be in. So you might think creative rut, and most certainly Chat's there for that, but also for me, strategic ruts. It helps me think of different ways and new ways to approach a strategy, expand on something that's already working in my business, and help me think of some more out of the box kind of goals and metrics that I may be able to have for my business. So it really helps me get out of that like railroad way of thinking in my business and just feeling stuck. Like I know we've all been there and we kind of just like feel like, there's no other way to market my business, or there's no other way to offer this or anything like that. And Chat is a great jumpstart when you're in one of those places to just get you out of that rut and get you out of feeling stuck and like there's only one way to do this and there's only one approach. I find that Chat is a really great way to get me thinking outside of my normal box and out of my normal route of approaching things in my business. It's really like having a little innovative mastermind member in your back pocket. So I'm going to stop myself here, but there are so many ways to apply ChatGPT to your daily business operations. The more I use it, the more ways I discover how to apply it to my business, and it helps me save time and frustrations. And I'm sure if you try it out, it will for you too. If you need a little help in getting started with Chat in your business, I encourage you to join me for Unlock the Magic of ChatGPT. I not only teach you the basics of getting started with ChatGPT, but I help you become a master of crafting prompts that get you the results that fit your unique business and brand. We dive into what makes effective prompts, and I walk you through gathering what you need to know about your business to write prompts that fit your brand. Then we dive into how to start applying ChatGPT to your business operations. And once you get started, the world of ChatGPT is at your service to save you time and frustration. I really see this as a game-changing tool for the small business owner, for the solopreneur, for us who don't have a lot of help. We don't have a lot of people to bounce ideas off of or to get us out of those ruts. And ChatGPT really is a great resource to do that. But more importantly, it will save you a ton of time in your daily marketing activities and all kinds of other ways in your business operations that we didn't even touch here. I could spend hours talking about this topic, but I won't. This video is already too long. But again, I encourage you to join me for Unlock the Magic of ChatGPT if you're interested in applying it to your business and you're not sure how to get started. I also have the Hustle Happier Hub of Operations that have a lot of free resources when it comes to getting your business operations organized and optimized. And included in there are some free resources to help you get started using ChatGPT if you're not ready to dive into the course. And you can find links for all of those below.